Hey guys, welcome to another week, another teaser. So this one will be from the 29th of September to the 3rd of September. Let's see what we have. Coming up on Monday, Braboiki faces the music for his actions. I saw a trailer. Yeah, I saw a trailer for this. So apparently, I think he's getting fired. So I don't know if that will happen or if he might blackmail the guy, his boss, if he is to fire him. But in the trailer, that's exactly, he was actually being fired. But obviously he's not gonna take that line down. So that's why I'm thinking he must know or have something like dead on his boss. So can't wait to see how that unfolds. Mantuli attempts to manipulate the information on a family member's death certificate. Again, I saw the trailer. So this is where why am I saying Mapit? Where Mantuli is trying to fabricate some information on the death certificate to say that it wasn't a heart attack, instead it was an accident that caused their uncle's death. Initially when I saw that, I thought that's for like insurance purposes, like life insurance purposes. Because if okay, so asking to be corrected here. I'm just not sure if a heart attack or a stroke counts as a natural death. So that's why initially I thought that this was for insurance purposes. But otherwise, like, why would, unless maybe she's trying to protect the family, I guess. But death is death, no matter how like the cause of it. Death is death to the people who have lost. Death is death. So I just think it should be laid out as it is. I mean, unless, yeah, it's for the insurance claim and whatnot. But when you have doctors involved, then it means you gotta give them something for them to say that. But there's a whole lot of different ways this can go wrong. Whenever you need something done and there's two more people that you need to get involved in this thing to be done, it is just a disaster waiting to happen. So we'll see why she needs to fabricate the details on the death certificate. Pex puts Lewatle in a place for meddling in his affairs. Apparently, Lewatle is in some feelings, I think, because Shay is in the picture and now she's feeling like maybe she shouldn't have done what she has done. And there's, I guess, some sense of I need the love back kind of situation. And Pex is not having it. And it will be interesting to see, because I think it's still bad news, or I believe that Shay coming back is bad news into my man's life is bad news, because of how things ended before. So it might be okay for now, but then few months down the line, then it's like, yeah, this ain't working. But for now, since they say, well, we're gonna remain friends, and don't know for how long that will happen, but yeah, we'll see. So with Lewatle now, I mean, it's a bit. She really has to tread carefully, because she made her bed, she laid her bed, and now she just has to now lie in it. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Tuesday, to cover up his tracks, Boyki involves Manaka in his scheme. Like I've said, I don't think Braboik is going to take this one lying down. He's going to try anything and everything under the sun to make sure that this doesn't happen. So I'm just not sure then how this links to Manaka. So it will be interesting to see. I really like the development of this story. Like Boyki, like I said before, that we get a chance to go deeper into his character, like character development. And that is, I think it's only the OGs in Skeem, the characters that have been there since the beginning of time, that have that we have a sense of who they are as a character. So if you're talking about Tibos, what kind of a character or person, referring to his character, what kind of a person is he, then you can almost paint a picture. But with Braboiki, we haven't really got that much. And it's just not only him. I think with most of the new guys joining, we don't really get a bit of depth into their characters, and mainly I think is because, well, some of them never stayed that long anyway, so it won't make sense to go deep into the person's character, even though it doesn't go anywhere. This reminds me of that guy, the one Lieto shot. It reminds me of him, because when he came into the scene, there wasn't much detail, like depth into his character. We only knew like why he did what he was doing, kind of thing. Like only his character went as far back as in Skeem some years, like the show. It went back as far as like 12 months, so which is like a year. And that's as far as his character went, the depth of his character went. So there wasn't really much to go on, which again, it makes sense because the character wasn't going to be on screen for long. And I have a feeling that this is also the same case with Braboiki. It's not going to be on screen for long. So therefore, there's really no need for his character to go into that depth. However, I'm realizing now that there has been almost no weight regarding the drug lords, Leto laundering money, and that's the one storyline that before this one I was really looking forward to, but no development there. Anyway, moving on. I'm ranting a lot. Let's get through this. Crazy plants doubt in someone's mind about Lehasa's involvement in their family member's death. The family member's death. Ooh, who could this be? Okay, no idea. We'll just wait and see. Tensions rise as the walls close in on TEF's corrupt councillor. Man, I just wonder how many people are gonna go down, or their reputation just gonna get banned because of this, losing contracts, losing businesses, but in Skeem Saam, I think the worst case, or at least the people that we know Braboiki's associates, is that Maputla boys, Tibos and Kwaito, and Manaka. That's as far as we know. There could be more, or I might even be forgetting some, but it's only that. But I think, this guy, he's been doing this for years, so I'm pretty sure there's the whole clientele of at least 200 to 300 people when you think of how long this guy has been doing this. But for story or show sake, they will just give us the people that were already characters that are already involved in the story, or that are in the story being Skeem Saam. So there's no need then to but at least if they give us an idea of just how many of his associates he's really been dealing with, then that would be something. Meanwhile, the Sakamelas prepare for a relative's funeral. I feel for Kwaito. It's like there's a chance they might lose their business, but at the same time, they have other life things going on. It's like, how do you remain focused? You have this thing that you need to attend to, but this is more pressing, and by the time you are done with this, then you might find that, well, your business is no longer there, and now you need to move on that, or all kinds of headaches around that. And the problem with this one is it's not just because he's going to lose, or there's a chance that they will lose the business. It also comes with their reputation. their reputation is really going to get hit from this aftermath. So we'll see. Musibiadi urges Pex to apologize to Lowatle for what? For how he spoke to her, I'm guessing. I'm all for you have to be respectful towards someone, like regardless of how bad they've wronged you, but you have to be respectful towards them, cordial towards them. There's no need to be hostile, because it's like, why though? It is what it is. You move on, whether you have moved on or not. And that's just me. I believe in respect regardless of what the person has done. Like, I will never speak to anyone any kind of way regardless of what they've done, because it's really, for me, it comes down to, if someone disrespects me or they've hurt me, then that's that. We are done. So if then I say, well, every time I'm going to talk to this person, that's the thing, we will never talk, and there will never be a space where we will have to talk. So that's why, for me, I don't feel like there's no need for me to be hostile towards anyone, because once we're done, we'll never talk. Meet, I doubt that, and that's just what it is. But the point that I'm trying to drive is, as I think it's very important to show kindness. People deal with a lot, and just a little kindness goes a long way. People, you make choices, and at the time, with the information that you had, you thought this is the right choice, this is the right choice for you. But later on, when you regret, then there's no need for me to now be all disrespectful and hostile towards you. I will just kindly remind you that, remember the choice that you made. You laid that bed, now sleep in it. So that's me, basically. That's me. Thursday, Stoko makes a shocking discovery at her mother's house. I wonder what this is. Kwaito and Kat find themselves in a situation far beyond their control. Yep, it's happening. And this is while this is going on, the funeral is also going on. So yeah, I feel for him. Pex faces the harsh reality of being friend-zoned by the girl of his dreams. Is he talking about Shay? Is Shay the girl of his dreams? I think I've never knew if she is. I've never known. But I think this is talking about Shay. Friday, Kwaito receives a chilling phone call as he is about to expose a corrupt counselor. Oh, now, yeah, Kwaito is like he has like double standards. He's like, I don't want to be part of this, but he then ends up being part of the thing. In the beginning, if he wanted to expose Braboiki, he had all the ammo, because Tibos was he was with Tibos, and he had all the evidence that if he wanted, he could get and expose my man. But he didn't want to do that. He chose to look the other way. But only now, when the chips fall, now he's acting like, well, all along I've been trying to expose this person. So that's the double standard that I never understand with him. Sfiso expresses his disappointment in Mantuli's actions. I wonder what actions. Pumeza fights for her life at TAP Hospital. Pumeza, the journalist. Could Braboiki have done something to her? Yeah, well, anyhow, so that was that for this week. Not much to add. There's well, besides the Braboiki storyline, which is the only story that I'm currently tuned in for. I don't see any storyline that really have my interest. So until next week, I'm young. I'm out.